Hi, it's Busy. It is April 18th, 2022, and it is day 36. So, um, well, I just got off the phone with there's a computer guy that the big place I work for uses. And so my friend who's the GM suggested I give him a call. Maybe he'd be interested in my big desktop computers. They're Alienware. Haha. That's what they're called. They're nice big computers. Two of them, 27-inch monitor stuff. But since I can't sell anything here because I can't have everybody come on the property, I need to do that. So, anyways, he's a very nice gentleman, and um, I said, I don't want him to go in the dumpster. And they're great computers, and I can't take them with me. So, sweet guy. And I said, I don't know, do you have a laptop that you've reconfigured or something? This is what he does. And you'd be willing to trade all this, and maybe you can find a good home or someone who really could use a computer and doesn't have the money for one, and you can shepherd that along. So he said, yep. He said, I have a little laptop you can use. He said, there's nothing up to what yours are, but if that'll make you happy, because it's at least something trade. And so he's going to come get him Thursday. So I have to clean all the stuff off of him. And he'll get the 27-inch monitor and the 24-inch for the other one, and then the other computer, and off the go. And he'll give me a little laptop um, that he's rebuilt and reconfigured. And since it's his business, it'll be good. So at least that I can use. It's small. I can take it, and then I have one in case something goes wrong with the others, and it's an exchange. And if I run into somebody and they need a laptop, then I have something to give them to be helpful. So at least that's set. And tomorrow morning, early at 7:15, so there goes sleeping in on the day off I actually have tomorrow. But Toby has time. He can fit me in right after morning meeting with everybody. And he's gonna I'll take my truck down to the big shop, and he's gonna help me take the bed kind of most of the way out, and we'll tighten all the bolts and stuff down on um, the camper shell, and then put it all back in, hopefully. So everybody see all the, my 24-inch wide bed platform sliding effortlessly back into the truck. And then it's, a little earlier than I'm supposed to, but I can't take not moving forward any longer. So then hopefully it won't be pouring, it'll just be raining. All the rest of the day, and or no raining would be great. And then I can start to actually pack and then arrange the stuff in the truck and see where I am. So I'll get to my that would make it much more easily done to get to my goal of having everything out of here, except for maybe one or two things just by the door, in the truck. So that's settled down and figured out. And the big big desktop computer will be gone Thursday morning. So, but I'll pack it all up now. I think I saved most of the boxes. I always do. So that's progress. That's um, moving stuff out. And um, the meeting I had today, I mentioned last night, went pretty good about with some ideas and how to reconfigure some stuff so that it makes it more easily accessible for people coming to the business, and through email and communicating, and streamlined too if I'm on the road and I'm not certain about Wi-Fi and all that kind of stuff. So that's, I have a lot of actionable stuff I need to take, but at least I have ideas. And I have to laugh because at one point, this wonderful, very creative, terrific woman, young woman, she was my soul talking directly to me, because my soul keeps doing this and giving this phrase to other people. You know exactly what to do. And she said it like that. She had this funny look on her face, like it's not the way she would normally talk. And And she was quite perplexed, like that, that was an odd thing. She said, well, I don't know why I said that, but that's what I feel like I need to say it. And I smiled. I said, no, that was great. That was exactly what I needed to hear. There have been two other people who have said that. One is my land alchemy colleague, Camilla, and another one is a friend who's been very helpful with coming up with these incredibly smart ideas to not have to give the iris sweaters away and all that kind of stuff with false floors of packing. And we were talking about something and she said, I'm getting you know exactly what to do. So I got it. I just have to actually action it. But I thought it was funny. It was a lovely case of the person who was speaking the stuff was not sure why she was saying it, and then she followed up with another phrase, just maybe maybe a minute or two later, same thing, I knew I was talking absolutely without a doubt directly to me, um, through her. So it was kind of cool. So it just made me smile because all of the ideas and inspiration and specific tech stuff she'd given me was valuable, but having it be, punctuated by that was do this stuff and you're on a roll golden. So that was very fun and very exciting. That was part of my morning when I was supposed to be working, and I was taking my Zoom medical. It was medical for my health and my business and all that kind of stuff. So it is what it is. And what's fascinating is the dogs have been a bit stressed out through all of this, just because they keep looking at me, watching me. Are you doing okay? How's it going, Mom? Mom, we live in a tiny house and you got boxes and stuff all over the place. What's up? You've never been this messy. But they're doing good. They're both chewing on older marrow bones right now that are not yucky. Well, they think they're always nice, but anymore. But Rose is sitting over. One of the things I wanted to say is that Rose is, to me personally, she's always been a very friendly cat. She's is a bit skittish, getting used to people, although she's gotten better at that. I think more of her soul is coming and being expressed, more of her multidimensionality is coming and being expressed instead of being more of a shy kitty. And but lately she, normally cats don't like if they're packing, especially if it's you packing, because she's moved a bunch of times with me, or if you're traveling and they get kind of nervous. She just lays right on whatever thing I'm trying to put together, or packing material, or she'll play with the cardboard, or these funny, bags that crinkle a lot. And what she's saying is, we've got this. I'm not afraid of any of this, and I can't take her cat tree or anything. So I got a little. It occurred to me that I need a little, because I didn't want to have a little truck. Only have is the hard-sided airplane thing, and that's too hard, and I can't fold it up when I'm using it. So I got a inexpensive, little, easily foldable cat carrier, and that's just to take her if I am, like if I'm in the cabin, or if I'm moving from the front seat to the bedroom in the back of the truck. I need to have her in something, because I can hold her in my arms and she'll be good, but if something scares her, I don't want her to get loose. So the nice cat condo carrier thing that takes up the whole passenger side of the truck, that will stay there. It's seat belted in and it'll just stay there. And the window is by the driver's side, so I can take her out, but then I can transfer into this little thing. So if we're taking a walk to the bedroom and loading up in the truck, we'll have that. In the middle of the night, I thought, oh, I need something like that. So it's just an Amazon Basics ones, but it had very high ratings from people loving it, and I only need it for short carries, and so that'll give me and her confidence that we can do that. And when I was doing that, it served up one of those little donut beds. so that at least I can put on top of a storage box in the back of the truck or different things. I have another neat thing. Both of the two I've mentioned, the cat carrier that's in the front seat and it's actually very cool. It folds into a small square, hard ending. I guess it's technically plastic, but it's hard with metal grates, and it sandwiches up until about this wide and maybe about this big square. So it turns into a long rectangle. And both of those were gifted to me by the same Super Logistics phenom there for figuring out how to do stuff. And that's longer so that if we have, a tent or when we set up camp, she can be outside, but she can be in that and have a bit of space in that. And so that'll be more room. And again, because it breaks down to a very, just collapses down to a very tiny size. And then I'm hoping she can, when she gets a little used to it, I'm hoping at nighttime she can be in the back of the truck if she's easily let me catch her to put her in the thing. So when the dogs say I got to get out, go to the bathroom, whatever, I'm not losing her with that. So we'll see how that goes. But I'm getting the sense that she's game for this. So as long as she keeps telling me that I can do it and have assistance that way, that would be good. So even though the days are winding down and we're in for a stretch of rain, yay again, which is going to make it harder for packing and stuff, I feel like it's moving, and I'm not super per se excited about camping all the time because I've never done it ever, like I said, except for little places, but not actually out camping. And I've gone to little cabins, rough cabins that don't have anything, but I've never camped, and living in the back of the truck. So, that I'll deal with it. It is what it is, and I'm hoping to make it fun and pleasurable as best I can. But what I'm really excited about is I keep getting the sense more and more that something big and wondrous and cosmically delicious in an explosive way, being good, in an explosive, expansive way, like a genesis, like a blooming, like Big Bang sort of creational thing is in the works. And I'm getting the sense it's not just for me, but so in something about driving away and laying my rubber out there on, there's a county road. We're at the dead end of a county road, so hitting that county road for the first time as a free bird, and driving out of here for the gates for the last time, that there's some kind of spark of something that's there waiting. Don't forget, so a week from tomorrow, on the 26th, I'd love you all to come by to the New Earth Community Porch. Drop by 5 p.m. Pacific to 6:30, and I really hope it would mean a lot to me if you'd all come and stay as long as you can, want, like, whatever. But I'll be setting up on a new Earth porch out there. Anyway, so where was I before that? Something about the rubber meeting the road out there. Delicious surprises and magical, effortless flow. That's just my read of it. I don't know. I haven't had any downloads or information or guidance beyond that yet. But so that's energizing. It's completely unknown. I have no idea what it'll look like, but it's energizing. I'm not getting any sense of, except for my own, getting everybody to fit and everything. But so yeah, so that is interesting, and I'll play with that more and more. What I'm really focusing on, and again, any amplification of that would be great to for in the next day, in the next 36 hours, maybe a little bit more, that I get everything in the house and porch. Either some nice young guy who just started working here in January, he would like some stuff. He's moved here from Mexico, and he's bilingual, and so he's going to actually take over some of my jobs. He's trained in some landscaping, some horticultural and stuff, so he's excited about that, and that's opened up his whole outlook on what he's doing here, aside from all the other stuff they have him doing. So that's exciting. But he has and he wants to bring his familia down over, and so he's working hard, paying high rent and all that kind of stuff. So I said, well, if come in the house, very exciting. I don't think I told you, and I'll probably have him take a picture of the cat, but I had this wonderful cat, big ceramic cat. So probably 30 inches long, maybe a little bit bigger, and tall, with the head a curled up position. And it was from my parents got it when they were doing the ABC for the Mexico '68 Olympics, and we had it in Martha's Vineyard ever since we got it. And something about the cat has always spoken to me, and I've been kind of taking it with me all over. It's gone across the country, out first from the East Coast out to Texas, and then back to the East Coast, and then come over to Washington. Well, actually flew. It survived the plane ride flying out to Washington State when I got here. So that cat has been everywhere, but there's no possible way, even though I love it, and I'm not sure why. There's something about it, even isn't so much attached to the parents, it's something, anyways. But I kept walking by, and I said, well, what am I going to do with you? Who can I find that would like you, would love you? And for some reason, Carlos, this young man, just kept coming, and he and I have had a good energy connection since when we got it. But I kept thinking of Carlos, and I thought, okay, well, I don't really know the guy. Hey, you want my cat? Ceramic. Well, at least it's not the live one. Anyway, so I asked him, and he was standing in the house, and he said, I love the cat. And so I told him, I said, it's what I just told you, '68 Olympics. And he put his hand on my shoulder. He said, my parents. So he's probably maybe 30. I don't think he's quite that old. But so then he told me a story about his parents around that time, and what was going on right in Mexico City around the Olympics at that time. And there was a big some really big traumatic things going on, and something about the cat coming from that time, and what his family. And I knew he'd get right out in the truck as he left with the cat and called his parents right away. So something like that was, I have no idea the whole depth of it. All I know is that the cat kept saying Carlos, and I asked him, and he said yeah. And then we were doing, he said, can I take my cat now? Can I take him tonight? Do you need to give? I said, no, that's your cat. So it's fascinating, these little things. So again, trust your guidance when you're in the middle of doing something and you hear the thought, the answer, then trust it. And it was, I don't need to know all of the story with the parents or anything else. All I know is the smile on his face, and like a kid so excited that this was already a cherished thing, and he'd just seen it 2 minutes ago. So that was fascinating. Part of what the connection for his parents, and if he's bringing them here, and perfect. It couldn't have gone to a better person to do that. So that was kind of cool. So there have been lots of letting goes. I mean, letting go and letting go and letting go squared and amplified, and I even finished near the letting go. But since there is no active holding on or attachment, because that's really important to let go of, if you want to magnetize and pull things in, even if you really desire it. It's a heart's desire, you really want it, no attachment to it is watch out, it'll come really fast. Attachment, not so much. You'll see it drive by a bunch of times, but it'll never land. So so it's just been really good practice and more muscle building with the releasing of everything. Like I said, I still have a ways more to go with releasing stuff here, literally and figuratively. But all in all, on day 36, I wouldn't trade this journey just insofar where I've traveled for anything. And it has been spectacular. And it has been the best expansive, best cleaning and clearing, best happiness infusing. And, you know, and I laugh, I could pan around this place and you go, okay. But it has ever, because I have a knowing. So go read the comment if you have a moment, or take a moment and go to the Living Life in HD and read one of the two most recent comments. One is for me in reply, and the other is a comment that someone left for day 34. It's about day 34, which was actually a very cool day. And this whole, my soul just came in and took over the whole show. And actually, when I was writing the reply to the comment, that was a message. So there's a message from my soul to you directly, to the wonderful person who wrote the comment. And so it came through, but to you, and to her, and to all. So it's very fascinating how that just came through, and I just wrote what I was asked to write. So what I, just to go back to what I was saying, is in these 36 days, because this is day 36, even with the times I've been a little freaked out occasionally, just a little, and even with the times that I've been, can I do this? Or even with the times that I've been not full on disappointed, but just, okay, no attachment. You know, what I had a plan, whatever is not here, that's cool. And even if there was an edge to it for a moment or two, let it go, it is cool. So from the moment that I gave my first conversation on Sunday night, the 13th, about this, in that span of time, now to today, day 36, I have smiled more. I have laughed more. I have had more feeling of expansiveness and flow and possibilities and feeling alive than I have in certainly the year. I think it's fair, if I was honest, the year or a little bit more before that. So maybe in the last 2 years. And that just shows me indication of like I talked about I think it was in conversation 34, day 34, that we get on these things. So I wouldn't trade any of the experience, because I'm bigger, better, more expanded, more magical, more on it than I was, and I wasn't attached beforehand, and I wasn't, morose or anything beforehand, and I was expanding all the time, and I was pulling in superpowers, and I was manifesting and materializing things. But this has been a catalyst to go read the comment and my reply to the comment. This has been a catalyst to owning, knowing, and claiming and becoming, and I wrote that on the Living Life in HD and the About Me page, and all the process I've gone through that. But this is about everyone's becoming now, and we can go through the becoming in a joyful, expansive, embracing, yes, I'm all in way, or we can have that come because everything is changing. Everything is changing. Nothing will be the same. Nothing. And so we can go with the flow. So anyways, that's kind of cool. That's the case. And if I clear the decks a little bit, I will clear the decks a little bit in the next 36 hours. You guys amp me up for that. That'd be great. And then I can get some fun, get some creativity, get some flow in the business, and get some stuff out there that you can look at and say, hey, that's a cool product, or that's a cool, play shop. I'm calling them play shops instead of workshop, play shops on different things, that are all actionable and all tangible and all really fun, but they actually will be transferable into something that will help you with your life, your business, your work, your creation of superpowers, and manifesting and all that kind of stuff. So, and I can really start do my pre out in the real world, out in the new earth, out and rolling down into the big time of the what's coming forward and what is here now of new earth. And I can just my pre-flight, my pre rolling through the start of that. So it seems like, feels like I'm getting that there's lots of, I have no idea what it is, but my sense is it's lots of very cool things coming forward. Not just for me. That's the other thing I've been told. Not just for me. For each of you individually, but also in the co-creation, what I can bring or what I can play forward. Some marvelous, fantastical things coming forward. So I think you'll enjoy the comment and the comment back. And if you haven't seen day 34, that's a fascinating talk about superpower stuff. That's pretty cool. What came through. I love you. Have a terrific My Day 36, and I'll see you tomorrow.